I'm going to be taking a look at the storm system that's expected to impact southern Ontario and southern Quebec Sunday into Monday of this weekend. Looking to be a pretty difficult system to forecast with a very tight rain snow line developing somewhere in close to the big cities, Toronto, Montreal, potentially Ottawa. So that's going to make for some messy conditions Sunday and into Monday, and some difficult forecasting as well, with the potential for either rain or snow. And on the cold side of things, there will be significant accumulating snow, and probably the first major snowfall of the season for many areas. So, looking at the surface map from today, there's a cold front across northern Ontario that's going to be moving through this evening and into tonight, ushering in the cooler Arctic air that's going to be setting up the potential for that snow along the northern end of our system. By tomorrow morning, that front has passed through, the air has cooled off considerably. This week lows across the southern plains, and then Saturday evening into Sunday, that begins to move north, and then a snow band develops with a mixing line as well across southern Ontario. And that mixing line is expected to set up near the 401, which makes for a very difficult forecast across the city of Toronto, with amounts probably varying quite a bit with distance from the lake and with elevation. Those areas northwest of the 401, northwest of the 407 will probably be seeing the heaviest accumulation, with lakeshore communities, downtown Toronto, Hamilton, Burlington, seeing lesser amounts. Taking a look at the forecast sounding, the warmest temperatures in the entire profile, in the entire atmosphere, are right at the surface, which means that the potential for ice pellets and freezing rain isn't very high, which is good, makes things a little bit easier to forecast, but how warm it gets at the surface is going to determine whether particular area sees rain, wet snow, or just straight snow. So basically, this is going to be getting going later into Sunday morning across southwestern Ontario, and then moving into the GTA by Sunday afternoon and evening, when it's going to peak. And then it begins to move out Sunday night, when it starts to really get going across eastern Ontario. And then this line here in purple, this is the 0 degree line at 925 millibars, and that's usually where the rain snow line tends to set up in that region. Notice how it's very closely hugging the city of Toronto and Hamilton, as well as getting fairly close to London and Kingston. So going to be a challenging forecast. And then by 1 a.m. Monday, it has moved north of parts of the GTA, north of Kingston. So those areas could go from snow initially over to rain, and then maybe back to snow a little bit at the end. Taking a look at the total precipitation expected, going to be a pretty wide area that sees between 15 and 25 millimeters of precipitation, which is quite a bit. This is liquid. The amount of this that's actually going to be converted to snow is another question. That's going to really depend on how cold it is. And then noticing that the bullseye, as it stands right now, and this is likely to change, but right now it looks like northern suburbs of London, Kitchener, Orangeville into the higher elevations, Simcoe County, and then off towards eastern Ontario, western suburbs of Ottawa, and then into the Laurentians. So that's probably the area of the highest probability of heavy accumulating snow, about 10 to 20 centimeters. And then with amounts dropping off as we get into the city of Toronto, Hamilton, lakeshore regions, Kingston, less snow, and then Niagara, probably little snow, unless you're up on the escarpment. But for the GTA, I do think there's going to be accumulating snow. Probably will be significant, but exactly how much falls is still a little bit uncertain. So keep checking back over the next couple of days. We'll see where exactly this rain snow line sets up. But there is likely going to be significant impacts, both in terms of snow and rain, through the big cities Sunday into Monday.